Hey, this is Ian, here for another Music Minutes video. Last week's video is right here on choosing the correct capo for your guitar. This week, we're going to be talking about reed maintenance. There are three main problems when it comes to taking care of your reeds. The first is nicks and chips. The main way this happens is if you do not have a cap on your reed while it's on your mouthpiece. Most commonly, you will nick or chip your reed on your own clothing because your sax or clarinet will wave and it will hit a piece of your shirt and it will just come apart. It also happens if your reed will hit a stand, if another player hits it, or even if it falls on the ground. Reeds will always break. If you take a look at this reed that I have here, on the right side it has a giant gash out of it, and on the top left it has a bunch of nicks in the top. With this next reed, you can see right in the center it has a gash. It is not possible for this reed to vibrate with the appropriate intensity in order to make it playable. The second thing you need to watch out for is cracking and warping. Now, as you know, your reed has to go in your mouth, and your mouth has the temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot. And anytime there's a huge temperature shift, your reed is going to experience some major changes. The first one is called warping. When you have your reed, it's supposed to lay flat, but when it warps, it does this, and exactly this. It almost looks like a W. When this happens, it is again unable to vibrate the way it's supposed to for the appropriate playing. For splits, it's actually when the reed splits apart into two different pieces. While this reed can still play, it really ruins your sound. Instead of a nice clean tone, you usually get a much fuzzier tone, which a lot of people do not like. The best way to avoid this is to buy the appropriate humidor for your reeds. A humidor is a device that keeps the appropriate humidity for your reed storage. I have two examples with me. The first storage system is a simple 2-reed carrying case. Your reed fits in both sides and it keeps the reeds nice and moist against a flat surface to take care of warping and to take care of those splits. The second type of humidor is a little bit more expensive, but is well worth your money. As you can see, we have a felt line top and a glass bottom, which enables your reeds to stay perfectly flat and avoid warping. It also keeps the appropriate temperature to avoid those nasty splits in your reed. The last thing you want to watch out for is getting mold, bacteria, and fungus on your reed. When you leave your reed on your mouthpiece for far too long, your mouthpiece and your reed can start growing some really nasty things. If you take a look here at my two examples, both of these reeds were left on their mouthpieces for far too long and have started growing some sort of red fungus or bacteria. One simple thing you can do is number your reeds. By doing this, you encourage the rotation of your reeds and not using one at a time. It also enables you to take them off your mouthpiece, and it keeps your reeds nice and fresh for when you have a concert or performance, and it lets you know which ones are the best to use. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or our other Music Minute videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks once again for watching.